Do you struggle with your emotional state? Do you procrastinate a lot? Do you have a hard time focusing for long periods of time? Are you hella confused on how everyone else seems to be so disciplined and you just can't seem to do it? Well, I hate to break it to you, but meditation is the simplest solution to all of those problems. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably like me a couple of years back. Everyone's telling you to meditate. It's yet another thing on your to-do list that you must do in order to be a good, healthy human being, right? And it can seem exhausting and it's hard and you don't know how to do it and it's boring and it's long. I fully understand because I used to feel the exact same way. So before you run away, I'm about to explain and break it down like no one has before. So now you actually start meditation and stick to it by understanding which type of meditation is right for you and how to overcome all of the common obstacles we experience when trying to start this process. As always, here are the video chapters and all of my socials, my Instagram, my TikTok, and my podcast are linked below in the description, so make sure you check it out. Throughout this video, there are going to be a few clips overlaid throughout the advice where I can show you a visual demonstration of how to actually do meditation correctly and stick to it. And right before we jump into this video, I wanted to mention that this video has kindly been sponsored by Headspace. Headspace is a meditation app that's super easy to use even if you've never tried meditating before. I use it every single time I meditate.
So you can use Headspace for yourself and get a 60-day free trial using the link in my description.
Chapter 1, the science behind why you should meditate. See, the thing is, it's not just that it's something that's good for you and it's something you're supposed to do. Meditation literally has the power to change your brain. And there are 5 ways it does this. The first one is emotional regulation. Now, when we look at our brain, you can split it up into 2 parts. There's the logical side and the emotional side. Many people refer to the emotional side as our monkey mind or as the chimp in our head. And that's because that part of the brain purely acts on emotion. It's completely irrational and it's the reason as to why we self-sabotage. If you ever feel like you're acting out of character or you did something crazy to embarrass yourself or you texted your ex when you shouldn't have, you can thank the chimp side of your brain. Now, the practice of meditation actually decreases brain cell volume in the part of our brain that is responsible for emotional processes, such as fear, anxiety, and stress. Studies have literally been done around this where participants have shown that when they actively took on meditation and were consistent in it, they found that their stress levels had reduced, which shows that meditation can change our brain, our feelings, and our perceptions on a daily basis. So basically, it will be your best friend in making sure that you're always thinking with this side of your brain, logically doing everything that's in your best interest, rather than letting the chimp in your mind run wild and ruin your life. My second favorite benefit from meditation is increased productivity. The best. Studies have shown that continuous meditation can increase gray matter in the brain, and that has been shown to lead to improved memory and more skilled decision making. So basically, when you start meditation, you can be sure that your thoughts will be decluttered and you'll be able to focus and have a sharper concentration to stay on your work task for much longer. Third benefit is a better attention span, which I love because we now live in an age of TikTok and Instagram and all of these things where all of this content is being pushed out at us all the time, every single second. And as a result of scrolling on these apps and consuming all of this content on a daily basis, our attention spans are rapidly decreasing. Meditation can control this and reverse that damage. It does this by training your brain to regain that patience by focusing your attention every single day. It could be for a minute, or it could be for 5 minutes, on one thing for a prolonged period of time. It's basically habit forming and building up that muscle. Just like if you go to the gym every single day and you train legs, the more you go, the higher weights that you're going to be able to train at the gym. Meditation works the same way, where it's forming a habit by forcing you to practice to focus on one thing for a certain period of time, and eventually your attention span is going to be perfect. And then the last benefit I'm going to mention, although the benefits to meditation are endless, I want to keep this video short. This is just another one of my favorites: discipline. Now, if you are a loyal watcher of my content, then you know my favorite way to master self-discipline is to do something you hate every single day. Because once you master the practice of ignoring your feelings and whether you're motivated or whether you have a desire for something, and instead you force yourself to do the thing that's going to be in your best interest long term, it will then become natural instinct for you to think that way every single day. Which goes back to point 1, okay, prioritizing logic over emotion. And meditation is a great way to practice this discipline. Studies have shown that people high in mindfulness, which is a form of meditation, have also been low in impulsivity. Because think about it, if meditation is putting you into the habit where you can sit down every single morning for 5 or 10 minutes to just focus on your breath and not think about anything else, that is literally a form of disciplining your mind. Once you control that, you can control every other thing in your life. So emotional regulation, productivity, a good attention span, and discipline. If you haven't already noticed, my 4 favorite benefits of meditation all equal success. So now let's learn how to actually do it. Chapter 2, finding the right meditation technique for you. A lot of people look at one common way of doing it and then they're kind of turned off by it, like, oh, I need to sit on the floor with my legs crossed and just stare into space, or like empty my mind. That seems hard and it's very boring, but that is not true. There are so many ways you can meditate in a way where it feels more comfy and easy for you. If you like what you're hearing so far and you want to figure this out with me, then now is a great time to download Headspace on the App Store. They have every single technique I'm about to mention on their app, which is why I love them over other meditation apps so much. So the first step is to figure out whether you are a guided or an unguided meditator. Super simple. All this means is if you are guided, then you want to listen to a video or an audio of a meditation teacher talking you through the steps, okay? They're going to talk about meditation, they're going to tell you where to put your mind, what to think about, how to sit, and just guide you through the entire process. This is really great if you're a beginner. On the other hand, you could be an unguided meditator. This means you're not listening to a video or an audio, you are simply sitting in silence, focusing on your breath, and doing it on your own. Step number 2 is figuring out your meditation practice. Now, because I am such a simple unguided meditator, I'm really excited to talk you through all of the techniques that I've done research on, because I'm going to be trying them out for myself and hopefully stumbling across a new favorite, because I feel like I need to mix up my meditation routine right now. The first type of meditation is mindfulness meditation. Is where you are fully aware of what you are sensing and feeling in that current moment without any judgment. A lot of people think you have to completely remove all of the thoughts out of your brain, but that can be very hard to do when you're starting out, okay? Meditating is simply about, you can have your eyes closed or open, and you're breathing and you're focusing on feeling the ground that you're sat on, feeling every sensation in your body, hearing the noises around you, and letting your thoughts flow in and out of your brain. There are actually 3 ways to practice a mindfulness meditation. The first one is a sitting meditation. This is the one I do most of the time. All you're gonna do is sit comfortably with your back straight, feet flat on the floor, and hands in your lap. You're gonna breathe through your nose. You're gonna focus on your breath moving in and out of your body. You should be able to feel that breath going out of your nose. You should feel your tummy going in and out. If you feel like there are any distractions, you can hear noises from the other room, or your siblings are like having an argument, that's completely okay. You just acknowledge the experience and then you return to focus back on your breath again. Another way to practice mindfulness is a walking meditation. I absolutely love this one. You're going to find a quiet place and you're going to begin to walk slowly. It doesn't need to be big, it doesn't need to be in a public area, just somewhere where you can take a few steps. You're going to focus on the experience of walking, being aware of all of the sensations, feeling the breeze, feeling the ground that you're walking on, feeling your movements in your body. And the last way to practice mindfulness is a body scan meditation. And this is quite new to me, so I'm really excited to try it out. This one is much more relaxing. You're going to lie on your back with your legs extended and your arms at your sides with your palms facing up. You're going to focus your attention slowly on each part of your body. So you're going to go in order from your toes all the way up to your head, or you can go from your head down to your toes. You're going to be aware of any sensations in your body, any emotions you're feeling, thoughts that are going through your head that are associated with each part of your body. I find this one to be a little bit more complicated, so the Headspace app really helped me. You can type in literally any meditation technique, they'll give you the instructions, you can learn about it, you can do a guided meditation with it. I found that listening to the audio for this one really helped me. Okay, so that's mindfulness as a meditation technique. Now, the next type of meditation is what I personally like to call vision meditation. There are a few different ways to practice this, but I'm going to start off with my favorite, which I have spoken about before on this channel. Visualization. If you are into manifestation and you've watched our manifestation videos, then you know we are all about visualization, and it's literally a form of meditation, you guys. Every single night when I go to bed, I close my eyes, I'm drifting off to sleep. What I'm doing is I'm visualizing my future. I'm removing any limiting beliefs and I'm manifesting my dreams in the process. But most importantly, I am observing my mind. When I'm thinking about my goals and my future, which you don't have to, that's just what I personally do, I'm observing the thoughts that are going in and out of my mind when I'm thinking of those images. practice. Most importantly, it's about falling in energetic alignment with whatever you're thinking about. Another way to practice this, which I have just learned about, is the love and kindness meditation practice. This is so cute, so wholesome. I am here for it. If there is one meditation practice I want everyone to take away from this video, it's this one. So what you're gonna do is sit in a quiet place. You're gonna get into a comfortable position and you're gonna start to breathe slowly for a few minutes as you would with any other meditation. Now you're going to focus on yourself and you're going to start repeating something to yourself. It could be out loud, it could be in your head. This is very similar to affirmation. So you could say, may I be filled with love and kindness. May my family be abundant with all of their dreams this week. With this meditation, you can really focus on thinking about other people. Start thinking about a person that you feel deep affection for and that you want the best for. And throughout this, you're basically going to be opening your heart and your mind for the benefit of other people. It's a lot like praying for others, and I absolutely love this. What a beautiful way to meditate. The next type of meditation is a chakra meditation. Now, I've been trying to learn about this a lot recently. If you can relate and you ever feel like, you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, or you're going through the day and nothing bad has happened, but you kind of feel like, I just don't feel like myself, or I feel sad and I don't know why, that is a very big sign that your chakras have fallen out of alignment and they're not balanced. This is all about the energy that is kept in your body and whether it is blocked or open, and chakra meditation can help make sure that it's all open and you're operating at your best self every single day. So because I wanted to learn more about this, all I did was research chakras online. I read a little bit about it. It only took 2 or 3 minutes, and I actually related very fast and found out that I had a disrupted solar plexus chakra. This is because I had chronic fatigue, low energy, low physical energy, and I was just kind of in a mood and I didn't really know why. Type in solar plexus chakra meditation and then I gave it a try. I think this is a really great way to mix up your meditation routine and make sure that you're kind of altering it to your needs every single day, because a lot of the time we can wake up with a completely different mood. And then I saved the best meditation practice till last. Are you ready? This type of meditation is called mantra meditation, which is all for my affirmation girlies. Here, instead of focusing on your breath to quiet your mind, you're going to be focusing on a mantra instead. This could be a word, it could be a phrase, it could be a syllable. A lot of people for this would say something like but for me, I'm going to be saying something like, I have power over my thoughts, I am worthy of a peaceful life, I am beautiful, I am powerful. This is such a high vibrational practice. This is the best type of meditation if you feel like you need a boost in self-love and confidence. Now, those are a few different meditation techniques, but did you know there are actually 16 types of meditation? I didn't want to go through all of them in this video. I just shared a few of my favorites and the ones that I really wanted to try out. But once again, if you go into the Headspace app, they actually have entire articles teaching you all of the different types of meditation. Now, that was a lot of information I just gave you guys. So to sum up this chapter, I thought we'd go through a few little top tips just to help you remember this process and remember how easy this is to do. So first, remember, the main focus of any type of meditation is focus. We are trying to focus our attention on one thing. Even if you're sitting alone in your bedroom, it could be just focusing on sound, touch, the feeling in your fingertips, in your feet. Another top tip is that it's much easier to meditate if you close your eyes. I know for me, I just feel more comfortable if I do it that way, and I feel like it's easier to be present because I'm not distracted by all of the stimuli around me. I mean, look how colorful my apartment is. But if you want to switch it up, you can keep your eyes open. You can go meditate in your favorite park. You can meditate by a lake. And then my last and most important top tip is that you can start meditating for literally 10 seconds. I think the easiest way to be consistent is to make it easy and achievable in the beginning. If you're like, all I have to do is sit down for 30 seconds to just breathe, it's going to be over before you know it. That leads us to common pitfalls. Why people feel like it's too hard, they can't do it, it's boring, they do it for a few days and they quit. Let's make sure that we don't fall into these same mistakes. Chapter 3, overcoming obstacles and staying consistent. Let's start with the most common one, which is losing focus. Okay, you've started meditating and now your mind is wandering and you're thinking about a bunch of other things. A lot of people fall into this trap and then they start feeling guilty and they start beating themselves up for it. And they're like, oh, see, like meditation is hard and I can't do it and I'm not good at it. And because then they are feeling guilty about it, they quit because it doesn't feel good. But what you guys don't understand is that is completely normal and okay. The goal when you're losing your focus is to just acknowledge it, okay? I'm sitting here, I'm breathing, and now all of a sudden I'm thinking about, oh, I have work to do later. What am I gonna have for dinner tonight? You stop, you acknowledge the thought, and you let it pass. Once you've let it pass, now you are just going to focus on regaining that focus on your breath. In and out, in and out. That is it. That is literally at its core the practice of meditation. The second common obstacle is getting bored and just feeling like, why would I want to wake up first thing in the morning and do that? Like, I want to do other things. I get it. But you need to understand that if you are feeling bored about meditation, that is all the more reason to do it, because all it shows is that you have a bad attention span and that you are constantly overstimulated. You can't even sit in silence for a minute a day. Yes, it can seem boring. And when you sit in silence and you sit in that discomfort and you embrace the boredom, you then uncover all of these thoughts and all of these feelings that you weren't even allowing yourself to experience before because you were constantly distracting yourself. And when you have that perspective instead, and you look at meditation as a way to uncover and learn more about yourself, which in itself is a massive way to practice self-love, meditation instantly becomes more inspiring and exciting. Another obstacle is a lot of people just don't have the discipline. They're like, oh, I don't want to, I can't be bothered. Like I said before, using an app, using guided meditations like on Headspace makes the whole process easier. But you have to remember that nothing good comes easy. And if you keep following how you feel in the moment, where are you ever going to be? You have to be able to have the self-love and the accountability to be able to show up for yourself, to do something that's going to benefit you long-term than constantly focusing on temporary pleasures. And the last obstacle is routine. A lot of people, you're going to wake up, you want to get to school, you want to get to a 9 to 5, you feel like you don't have time because life is just so go, go, go. You can do a nighttime meditation, you can have a cup of tea, get into bed, be falling asleep, and quickly just do that visualization meditation. Another thing that helped me build up my consistency was I wouldn't even make meditation a priority at the beginning. I would more so use it as a solution. And when I was reprogramming my mind to see meditation as a solution that made me feel better, it made me want to do it more. For example, I'm at my desk on my laptop all day, every day. I'm working, it's go, 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 go. I sometimes feel like my breath is getting really fast and uncontrollable, and I feel really stressed and anxious and on edge. Any single time I've ever felt like that, when I'm doing a lot of work tasks in one go, I just lean back in the chair I'm already sitting in, and I do that just until my breath returns to normal. And it's as easy as that. And the last chapter, the homework chapter, it's super simple, guys. The first step is to download the Headspace app. And honestly, I downloaded it for the first time in December 2020, and it was the best thing I ever did for myself. It makes meditation super easy to understand and practice on a daily basis. And you can explore in further depth and actually put into practice everything I've taught you in this video through that app. Once you've downloaded it, I want you to decide what you actually want to get out of meditation. Is it confidence? Is it self-love? Is it discipline? And once you've done that, I want you to start a 30-day meditation challenge. And I want you to do this with me, okay? All throughout September, I am going to be meditating every single day. Personally, I'm gonna do it in the morning. You can do it when you like I said before, build your own routine. DM me on Instagram, it's linked below, letting me know how you're getting on and what benefits that you've started to see in your life as a result. You can literally start from 1 minute a day. It's as simple as that. I'm wishing you guys the best of luck on this journey. Thank you so much for watching. I'm proud of you for getting this far in the video. Wow. And remember, this is all in favor of the person that you want to become and bettering yourself for the life that you are about to live. You got this. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.